President Joe Biden pitched the fight against climate change as an opportunity for investment to world leaders gathered in Glasgow for the UN Climate Conference COP26. "We're standing at an inflection point in world history. We have the ability to invest in ourselves and build an equitable clean energy future," he said. "It's a moral imperative but also an economic imperative." Biden mentioned at length the measures included in his administration's Build Back Better program, but weighing over the speech was the unspoken fact that Congress has yet to pass the president's climate agenda, even though some of its most. Biden nonetheless expressed optimism about the future of the bills on Sunday night, speaking to reporters at the end of the G20 summit. "I believe we will pass my Build Back Better plan, and I believe we will pass the infrastructure bill. Combined, they have $900 million in climate resistance, in dealing with climate and resilience," he said. The G20 meeting Biden attended claimed to have achieved a commitment to end coal financing, but the agreement reached by the world's 20 biggest economies lacked a clear deadline to do so. It remains one of the main goals of the COP26 summit, as British Prime Minister Boris Johnson mentioned in his opening speech. "We can end the use of coal-fired power stations, we can do it by 2040 in the developing world and 2030 in the richer nations," he said. Biden did not focus on coal in his speech, discussing instead the job opportunities offered by a clean energy transition. "Climate change is about jobs," he said, "good-paying, union jobs." He mentioned, however, the global methane pledge the U.S. promoted along with the European Union, which commits signatories, about 70 countries so far, to cut methane emissions by at least 30% by the end of the decade. "It's the simplest, most effective strategy we have to slow global warming in the near term." Echoing other leaders who spoke at COP26 on Monday, including the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, Italy's Prime Minister Mario Draghi and Prince Charles, Biden also mentioned the importance of working. Biden rejoined the Paris Agreement International Treaty on Climate Change on his first day in office, and in April committed the U.S. to halving its emissions by 2030 from 2005 levels and reaching net zero by 2050. Acknowledging his predecessor's lackluster commitment to tackling climate change, Biden promised, "My administration is working overtime to show the climate commitment are actions, not words." Perhaps preempting those who would complain about the cost of such investment, Biden concluded, "Every day, let this be the moment we answer history's call."